Good morning, grade fives. Please, everyone, take your seats. Thank you, thank you. How is everyone today? Fine, and you there, sir? I'm all right, thank you very much. So, what's that word on your head? I'm glad you noticed, John. This word is today's important word. This is my favorite word for the day, and that's why it's on my head. I'll explain it to you just now, but for now, guys, we're going to get into data handling. Can everyone please take out your books? Christy, please can you come and hand out the worksheets over here? Thank you very much. Okay, guys, while Christy's handing out these worksheets, I would like to ask anyone in the class to give me another word for the word data. James, information. Great stuff, James. Let me write that on the board quickly. That's very, very nice. Can anyone else give me another word? Statistics. Yes, Julie, yes. Very, very nice, guys. Okay, so we know that data is information or statistics. Can someone give me another word for the word handling? Mpo? Using, sir. Oh, that's the word I had in mind. We could even stop there, guys. This word is the word that I was looking for. Okay, so we can define data handling as, anyone? Christine again? Using information, sir. Oh, that's so brilliant, Christine. I love it. So if we can write the sentence out, data handling is using information. Great. Now, can I ask the class, why do you guys think that using information is important? Anyone? Anyone at all? Okay, so let me explain something quickly. Let's say I own a restaurant and we can only make a certain amount of products each day, so 5 different kinds of foods. If one of those kinds of foods is not selling and another kind of food would sell better, we use data handling to see which of those foods is not selling so well so that we could perhaps cut it out and try another food that would sell better. Then we'd make more money for our restaurant. Make sense? Yeah. Okay, great stuff. So now that we know what data handling is important for, there's a lot of other reasons for it. We'll get into that. But that's basically, in essence, what it's the reason for using data is there for. Okay, guys. Now, one of the tools we use in using information or interpreting information is bar graphs. Okay, guys? All right, class, can I ask you, why do you think we need to use bar graphs to put our information down and then work from there? Anyone? Anyone at all? Here's an example for you. I've got a table here of restaurant sales on a Saturday and on a Sunday. Can anyone tell me, just from looking at that table, which of the food sells the most over the weekend? It's not so easy to tell, eh? Maybe because there's only a few, days and a few food items. But in the real world, let's say, for example, entrepreneur of, let's say, or a business owner. Okay, so a business owner. Now let's take the example of a hardware store. How many different kinds of screws, nuts, bolts, tools, wood, bathroom appliances, fittings, doors, all the different stuff in a hardware store has? How would you know which is the best seller by looking at a set of numbers like this? It wouldn't be so easy, am I right, guys? Yes, you see? So a bar graph basically puts it out nicely for you. We're going to draw a bar graph today, and once we've drawn our bar graphs together, I'll show you how easy it is to interpret data from a bar graph. But before we get into that, in case some of you are going to get bored and you're going to say, so I'll never use this in my career choice, let me explain something quickly for you guys. There's a lot of careers that use data handling. Can someone give me an example maybe? Anyone? James. What did you say, James? Business owner, sir? Oh, yes, James. That's great. Let me give you guys another example. Can anyone else give me another example? Okay, so let's say I'm a wildlife conservationist and I want to know that, in a certain area, there's an amount of animals that would eat all the grass and it would be too much and the grass would be gone. So we can only have a certain amount of animals, right? When it gets to that point, we need to kill them or cull them. Now, bar graphs, and there's also, don't forget, there's elephants, giraffes, rhinos, there's all the different ones, and they're all different amounts of them eating different things at different times. So we have to get the perfect balance. A bar graph would help us to show that balance. Another example of a career that uses data handling, construction. All the different building materials, thousands of bricks and stones and all that stuff. Putting it on a bar graph instead of all just information, much easier to read. Another example is scientists. Another example, sportsmen. James, you cricket player, don't you think that, how do you know that the selectors, right, when he's selecting A.B. de Villiers to bat, how does he know that A.B. de Villiers is the best batsman? Because he knows by using a bar graph, he can see how many runs per match A.B. scored and John T scored and Mark Boucher scored. He can compare them. So the selector can then see who's the best on the average. So bar graphs or interpreting data is important in almost every career. Now, as you know, there are many ways of interpreting data. Pictographs, pie charts, but today we're going to focus on bar graphs. I like bar graphs because you can see it all nicely. You can see which is higher and which is, you know what I mean? Yeah. Okay, guys. So here's our information. We own a restaurant. Okay. Yeah, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 food items. On a Saturday, this is how many items we sold of each of those food items on a Saturday, and on a Sunday, same story. Let me give you a closer look just in case you can't see. Great. Okay, so who would like to come and fill in burgers for a Saturday? I have drawn the graphs for you guys. Oh, but let me just, 1 minute. Who's going to label my graphs for me? All I've got is the lines with the Y. Don't ever forget your Y-axis and your X-axis. Very important. I've put sales for Sunday and sales for Saturday so that we can see which day is which, okay? What do you think should go here, guys? Anyone? Christine? How many items are sold, sir? Oh, that's very good, Christine. Now, if we look at the numbers here, they're going in tens, right? They start at 10 and they finish at 40. So we don't really need to go above 60. And we could kind of go in tens just to keep up with it, So we'll go 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. But it all depends on the information you're working with. Some bar graphs could go from 1, 1.1, 1.2, all the way up to 1 million. And then you could just look at it take a step back, and you could see the different, the levels very easily. Okay, guys, and you must always label your y-axis and you must label your x-axis so that the person looking at it knows what they're looking at, okay? So at the bottom, what will we put? The food item. Very well done, Christine. Food item. And what we'll do, please, this is very important, the spacing between each of the food items should be more or less the same. Because imagine if I had a bar graph looking like this. Okay, there's the bar graph. Then we've got the burgers, the hot dogs, the pizzas, the pastas, and the fries. Okay, imagine if the bar graph looked like this. Look how ugly that looks. It's for some reason when something is not good looking to the eye, it's difficult to see what's going on. So you want to make your spacing in between each food item more or less equal, depending on the space you've got on your page. All right, guys, so for your pages, I think a centimeter between each should do. Yeah, it should do. Okay. Who would like to come and fill in the first? Burgers sold on a Saturday. I need somebody to come and fill in the where it goes to. James, please, the bar for burgers for Saturday. Burgers on I've sold 40 units on a Saturday. So it goes. There. So now we can see easily, burgers sold 40 units on a Saturday. Who would like to come and fill in hot dogs? Pete, come fill in hot dog. Okay, Julie, you can do the next one. And Chris, you can do the next one. Calm down, guys. Okay, so hot dogs, 10. Okay, guys, thank you very much. We've drawn our bar graphs. I hope you've been drawing them in your worksheets in the space provided. Here's mine. If you can have a look. It should look something like this, guys. Not to worry if it doesn't. We can fix that. You know what I'm saying? Practice makes perfect, you know. Now, quick question. How easy is it to see what's going on here? Which is the highest selling food item on a Saturday? Courtney. Pizza and burgers. Yes. And you could see it pretty easily, hey? You know? Now, again, I'd like to say that it's a few numbers here, but can you imagine if I had 1 million different food items? All those numbers. But on a bar graph, you'd see it nicely. All lined up. You'd see which one sold the best, which one sold the worst. Now, I mean, fantastic. Okay, fantastic, guys. Okay, guys, now I know my drawing is a little bit sketchy. You should be measuring properly. If it does help you, what you can do is this. You can take your pencil and you can draw a dotted line across all the way for each of them. Like that. So that you can kind of see where they get to. But this is why it's very important to have your measurements all the same, so that you can easily see what's going on. Let me do the same for the bottom one quickly. Now just imagine if it was my job to let the boss know these kinds of figures, so the boss can maybe stop selling the least selling ones and put something else in that maybe make a bit more money for the company. And if I gave him a shoddy work where bar graphs all crazy and he makes bad decisions, the restaurant closes, I lose my job. Nobody wins. So having these measurements equal and neat, make this very neat. Let me go around the class and find one that I like. Let me go. Ooh, that's nice, Christy. Hey, John, very well. Guys, let me show you John's. Have a look. Nice and evenly spaced, clearly labeled. All the numbers are nicely put down, nicely spaced. Great stuff, John. Yes, James, yours is also great. Okay, guys, now we're going to get to this. See this? My word for the week, my favorite word for the day. This word. You're going to be using this word for your entire maths career. I guarantee you they're going to ask you to tell us. They're going to ask you about this word in your next test paper that's coming up, your exam, and you'll need to know what the meaning of this word is all the way through till matric. It's guaranteed marks in lots of your test papers. So let me tell you, it's the word mode. Okay, guys? It's M-O-D-E. Please don't forget this. I promise you, here's one free mark for your next exam. This exam coming up, or your tests, here's a free mark for you. And the definition of this word. You don't really need to know the definition. It would be helpful as long as you know what the mode is. But the definition of this word is the number or the most frequently occurring score. Okay? So it's the most score. But that's a technical way of saying things, you know. I like to make things simple for my life. So the way I say it is the number that happens the most. End of story. If you guys want to remember what the mode is, it's the number that happens the most. So on the sales for Saturday, can anyone maybe try and take a guess what the mode is? Christine? See, it's burgers. Yay, Christine, it's actually burgers and pizzas because they happen the most. Okay? Oh no. Okay, guys. And so if I'd ask you for the mode for Sunday, who could tell me what the mode for Sunday is? It's also 40, John. Do you want to know why? How many times does 10 occur? Once. How many times does 20 occur? 1, 2 times. How many times does 30 occur? None. How many times does 40 occur? 1, 2 times. So actually, there's 2 modes for this one. The modes for this graph is 40 and 20. And 20. And the mode for this graph is 40 because 10 happens only how many times? Once. 20 happens once. 30 happens once, but 40 happens 2 times. So 40 is the mode for this bar graph. Now sometimes they'll have 5 bar graphs and they'll say, what's the mode? All you do is you count how many times does 10 happen. 1, 2, on all the bar graphs. You just count them all. And once you've counted them all, you see which one is the most that happens, and that is the mode. The mode! 3 marks in your exam, guys. Okay, fantastic. Okay, guys, now that we've all drawn our bar graphs together, on your worksheet, please, everybody needs to work alone. If you're talking about the work, or you're talking to me. If I find you guys discussing other funny things, not on. We talk maths. We can make noise, we can discuss, but it's maths. All right, guys. So have a look at your worksheet and everybody start filling out the answers. If you have a look, I forgot to leave lines, so please can you just paste this into your books, and then we can write the answers just under that, okay? Please number them correctly. I want to know question 1 and then the answer. Question 2, underline, and then the answer like this. Question 1, underline, then give me your answer. Then question 2, underline, and give me your answer. Because I promise you now, in a maths exam or a test, you write question 1, question 3, and it looks all crazy. The marker's not going to go out of his way to find your answers. He'll just mark you wrong. You might have given the correct answer, but he can't see it easily. Wrong, he'll put. You could fight it. Maybe you don't notice that it was wrong and you just leave it. Then you failed and you actually would have passed only because of neatness. So guys, it's very important. Neat, tidy, easy. Got it? Good. Right, continue. Let me walk around and have a look how you guys are doing. That's good, John. I almost forgot to tell you, please leave question 7 out. Once everybody's done with the first 6 questions, we'll get to question 7. So please don't dawdle, guys, because I really do need to cover question 7, all right? Okay, thank you. Okay, guys, the majority of you are done. Whoever's not done, please, okay, stop. I'll give you some extra time. Let me cover pictographs. Everyone remembers pictographs. You did them last year, don't forget. All right, who would like to come and draw a pictograph for me quickly? Anyone? Can anyone remember how? James. Okay, yes, James, come up. Very nice, James. I like what you've done here, but you're forgetting one thing, my boy. What's that? What picture are you going to draw in here? Who can tell me what we need still? Lucy? Key, sir. Yeah, well done, Lucy. Okay, so we need a key. A pictograph always needs a key. So, you guys are used to having, let's say we had burgers, 40 units. Let's say the key is circles. For burgers having 40 units, you'd need to draw 40 circles. That's a little ridiculous. So with this bar graph, or this pictograph rather, we're going to make a fancy key. Our key is going to look like this, guys. So our key, I'm going to put it in for you now. Our key for this pictograph will be circles again, but circles will be 40 instead of the usual one and then drawing 40 circles. So if I had, and I'm only going to do the one for you, you're going to do the rest of them on your own, right? Pasta. What would the picture look like for pasta? Since pasta's 30, but the key's 40, what are we going to do? Anyone got any ideas? Come up, Kirsty. I knew you'd know. Come draw it for us, please, quickly. So pasta is 30. Divide the circle into 4. Okay? Then, pasta is not 40, because we know one circle is 40. But pasta is 30. So you'll show it by colouring in 10, 20, 30. See? Let's say I had, this is an example, I had hot dogs that sold 80 units. We could draw it like this. No, 80 is a boring number. Let's say 90 units. 90. So hot dogs would sell 40, 80, 90. You colour one of them. And you colour this all in to represent the entire 40. And the entire 40. So now we'd know 40, 40, 10. If it was 100 units, you'd go 40, 40, and 20 to show us. Everyone got it? There's a lot of different keys that a pictograph can have, but for our purposes, this is the key. One circle equals 40 units. So guys, please do question 7, and then when you're done with it, you can bring them in, or if you have any questions, I'm going to start walking around. Please, it breaks in 5 minutes, so once you're done, you can pack up, but be quiet, please. Julie, when you're done, please can you come and help Chris here? Oh, you already done. Please come and help him, but I want you to explain. Don't just do it for him. Try to explain. Okay, thank you. Oh, very well done. Thank you, Chris. Chris, Boy Pilos needs a bit of help there. Please, will you just sit nicely with him and explain to him? If you can't, call me, and I'll try and explain again, but I like the way that you explain. James, I was waiting for someone to ask me in public about that question. Okay, guys, since most of us have answered the question, let me clarify question number 6 for you. So, which day does the Italian football club visit your restaurant? Give a reason. How would you know? Okay, guys, what kind of food do Italians love? Pizza and pasta. Yes, but more pasta. That was a silly question. They should have specified a bit more, but pasta. So, which of the days does pasta sell the most? There we go. So, that would mean that's the day the Italian football club, or you could sort of deduce that that's the day the Italian football club comes to visit your restaurant because your pasta sells a lot. So guess what you're going to do? You're going to make sure that you've got enough ingredients to make lots and lots and lots of pastas on a Sunday, because that's the day the Italian football club comes there. Get it? Great, guys. Thank you very much, guys. Enjoy break. Hey, Carl, please, you forgot your space case, your pencil there. Hey, guys, okay, please, don't forget, bring me your worksheets. These are for marks, hey, don't forget. Okay, guys, relax. I see some of you still need a bit more time and some help. I don't want to eat into your break. I will give you 5 or 10 minutes in our next lesson, or where we find a break, to ask me more questions on today's topic. Okay, it's tomorrow morning actually. So tomorrow, the first 5 minutes of the day, we'll finish off these lessons. Please, all of you guys that aren't finished or that want some more time for explanations, come and put your worksheets on this pile over here. Thank you, guys. Enjoy your break. Enjoy.